Buenas tardes, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Today, we're going to talk about four big reasons why you should care about finances. And I'm going to go in reverse order. So, most significant will be last, which is your marriage and relationships. So, we'll jump into that. So let's kick this off. So, number one, more freedom. People who have good financial fitness are able to make more choices based on the fact that they have more money, more access to freedom. They have the ability to choose when it comes to employment. They have more options because they're not strapped with money. They're not always constantly going after the next job that will pay them $2 more. They're going after a job that will fit their lifestyle, right? Or if you want to start a business and you're not broke. I've told this personal story many times. Um, Several years ago, I jumped from one job to another. And it turned out that job, it was kind of at a weird turning point that I was not aware of until shortly after I got there. But they hired someone basically to cut costs and sell the business. And so it was a really crappy environment. And within 6 months, I was like, I am out of here. I don't want to be a part of this. And one of my friends had sort of presented me with a potential opportunity to um, manage start a business that she would essentially help with like the some of the funding and the insurance and stuff like that. And then I could just take off, start an office and do my own thing. And so, that's zero income if I did that, but it was worth it. I had money. I had my investments. I was financially fine. And so I was able to go. I didn't make a paycheck from January. So I quit in December. I didn't make a paycheck from late December all the way till mid-July, as I started that business, and I was okay. I did some other things to make money, right? Took some nursing shifts, did some stonemasonry, stuff like that to make a little extra money on the side. But primarily, I was just trying to build a business. And I was fine because I had that sort of financial security. And I want everyone to have that financial security. That is having options. Quitting a good job that was paying me well because I didn't like the environment to go start a business that would pay me nothing until I had built something. That's having options. You also have more options when it comes to making big purchases. If you're going to make a significant purchase in your life, whether that's for your house, for your family, when a kid going to college, a new car, like the significant things, you have options when you've got financial fitness, right? And don't confuse this with you know, people that get lucky and become millionaires have options. I'm talking about standard incomes, people with average money who take control of their budget. They put themselves in this situation to become millionaires and have freedom, right? And you don't have to be a millionaire to have freedom, but you have to have financial fitness. Okay. And then of course you have more security when hard times come, right? So whether you quit your job and start a business willingly, or you get fired, or economic downfall, whatever, and you're unemployed for a while, injury, something happens, you have options. You can delay the amount of time, compared to others, how long you can go without a job or income or actively seeking work. Number two, giving. You have the option to give, be more generous, which is significant because um, people find a ton of joy in giving. And that's actually a major factor in having a feeling of a complete life, is being able to be generous to others. You can be more generous when you have a budget that includes a portion that's dedicated to giving. So having a budget, I'm going to get to this. This is number three, but I'm going to say it now. Puts you in control. And so when you have a budget that's sort of itemized all the priorities in your life, one of which is giving, you then can basically intentionally do that, make that a part of your life, instead of waiting from one check to the next just to make ends meet because you don't know where your money's going. You actually have an intent every month of giving generously to certain causes or people, and that will make you feel happy, feel joy. You'll have to sacrifice some of the dumb stuff that people spend money on, and then you'll intentionally give it to the positive things that you would like to spend money on. Now, number three, which I already kind of gave away, you are in control. A good budget puts you in the driver's seat. Okay. Most people don't know where their money goes. And, and there's a funny talk. There's a part of one of Jim Rohn's talk where he says, have you ever heard this? I don't know where it all goes. He's like, we ought to have you run our business. Like no business person would have you run their business if you don't know where the hell your money's going, right? I have another video called You Are a Business, Manage It Well. Basically, all of us are individual little small businesses, right? We provide a good or service to somebody, to our employer or our clientele in return for money. And then you get a certain amount of revenue coming into your bank account. And if you don't manage that well, you will be a broke business forever. If you do manage it well, you'll have plenty of money and options and things like that. And so a good budget puts you in control. You get a certain amount of income every 2 weeks or month or however you want to frame it up. And if you do not designate where every single dollar is going to go for that month, it will run away from you. It's just the laws of money. It's unexplainable. It's crazy. Really, it's human nature. We want to have fun. We want to splurge. Things catch our eye. And if we don't have a plan before those things occur, we will most often make bad choices when it comes to money, because if money's available, we want to spend it. And if options present themselves, we want to pounce on them. And a lot of those opportunities that pop up are not things that are going to bring you real lasting joy. They're just things that appear to be fun or entertaining for the moment. And that's what it's going to do, but it will destroy your future financially. And if you do not control your money, financial stress will control your life to a pretty major degree. So that's what we're really trying to avoid with having a good solid budget, a plan every month, is eliminate financial stress. People who have a good budget have more peace of mind, more security. They have the ability to focus on other things like your health, your relationships, your generous giving, passion projects, etc. Which brings me to number 4, financial security. This is what impacts your marriage, right? Financial hardship is among the top things for marital stress, contention, and divorce. So you do not want to be in that category because you suck with money, right? Money doesn't mean much. It's not worth much if you have enough of it, right? It's just sort of this mechanism of how we barter and trade these days. But if you don't have enough of it, marriage gets difficult, other relationships are hard, it controls your mind, it controls your attitude, it has all these negative impacts when you're desperate for money. So just put yourself in the driver's seat so that you can relieve those stresses and focus on the most important things in your life, which are your relationships and health. The happiest people, happiest families make just about average or slightly above average incomes. They basically just have enough money to meet all their essential basics and then have enough for some, a family vacation annually and a little extra entertainment. These are not wealthy people, not people making massive 6-figure, 7-figure incomes. They're people with very average jobs, average families, average lifestyles. But they have enough that money is not the focus. It's not the stressor. And they can do several of the things they want to do, and at the same time their job allows them, it's sort of this mechanism that's driving them to be able to support their family. So it works as a positive in both ends for them. Now, people who make the same amount of money can feel extremely stressed because they don't have that budget. So do not become that person. Put yourself in the driver's seat so that you can experience these 4 things, right? The freedom of choice, the freedom and ability to give. You're in control of your budget and your money, which is a satisfactory feeling. And then lastly, the security, financial security that can support you in the dreams and goals that you and your loved ones have. So those are my 4 reasons why you should care about money. I hope you found value in this video. If so, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and share this with your communities. And I'll catch you on the next one.